Hey everybody, Rob Veno here, WagerTalk.com, WagerTalk TV. Today with your Wednesday free plays with analysis. We're going to take a look at a couple of college basketball games today. Going to go to the Big 12 for Cincinnati at West Virginia. But first, we're going to go SEC style, Vanderbilt at Kentucky. Before I get into it, let me make everybody aware of the special going on at WagerTalk today. It's Fill Your Cart Day, 25% off by using the code SHOP25. That's SHOP25, capital S-H-O-P. You see it right there on your screen. This Wednesday, which is today, you can save 25% on any regularly priced products at WagerTalk using that promo code SHOP25. It could be daily releases. It could be season passes. It could be all access packages, short-term, long-term, whatever you like. Fill your cart Wednesday today, right through midnight. So go ahead, don't miss out. Save 25% on all products offered here. A lot of college basketball left, a lot of NBA left. Code SHOP25. Let's get right into it here with Vanderbilt at Kentucky. This is the second time around for a lot of these matchups here as we get in deep into February. This one, no exception. Let's go over the injury report first for Vanderbilt. They're clean. For Kentucky, it's going to be another game without Lamont Butler, their starting point guard. Another game without their second leading scorer, shooting guard Jackson Robinson. Those two guys account for Kentucky's number 2 and number 3 scorers. Robinson, it's going to be his third missed game here. Combined, they average 25.5 points per game. Of course, Butler leads the team in assists. They're both two of the top 3 3-point shooters for UK. Schedule-wise, looks like this. Vanderbilt's in their second straight road game. They come off a close loss and a point spread cover at Tennessee on Saturday, 81-76, little in-state big brother, little brother rivalry there. Easy cover for Vandy. For Kentucky, Saturday night was in Texas without, once again, Butler and Robinson. They came close, 82-78, depending upon when you placed your bet. You either win with Kentucky betting them late, plus 4.5, or you win with Texas betting them early, minus 3.5. That's how close that point spread was. For Kentucky, they return home. The look ahead here is toward Alabama on the weekend, where they're going to play in Tuscaloosa. Kentucky's got some revenge here in this situation. Vandy wins 74-69 as a 2.5-point dog in Lexington, at Vanderbilt the first time, For Kentucky, Robinson and Butler were present in that game. They only scored 17 of Kentucky's 69 points, 11 and 6, so they weren't major scoring factors in that one. Kentucky did outshoot Vanderbilt in that game, 48% to 44%. They outshot them from 3. But Vanderbilt did have 12 more field goal attempts in that one due to some steals and takeaways. They were plus 12 in the turnover department in that game. Kentucky had 17 turnovers, and Vandy only had 5. So big difference there. Helped the Commodores win that game because they were terrible from the free throw line. 4 of 11 in that contest. And Vandy's a good free throw shooting team. They shoot 74% for the season. So it was kind of rare that they shot so bad from the free throw line. If we just take a glimpse at what we might see out of Kentucky based on Saturday's game without Butler and Robinson, it shows that Kentucky, they played a pretty good game all the way through. They held Texas from the 3-point line. Texas not a premier 3-point shooting team, but they didn't shoot threes either. 6 of 24, and that could hurt them here in this one. Let's take a final look real quick here. Of course, Kentucky now, without those two guards, they're short ball handlers, and Vanderbilt is an elite pressure defense. They rank 29th in the country in forcing turnovers. Almost 21% of opponents' possessions turn into turnovers against Vanderbilt, and that's what happened the first time around. Vandy's elite at protecting the ball, so they're not going to give it back. Again, 17-5 in turnovers the first time around. The Commodores, however, haven't been great on the road. Up until that cover against Tennessee, they had lost 4 straight up and against the spread on the SEC road. Lost by 9, 16, 30, and 11. And here's what I see here. Kentucky only has one path to victory right now, and Mark Pope loves to play with pace. They're going to play with pace. They got Texas to play with pace on Saturday night. Vandy will go right in with that because they're a pace team as well. Kentucky's defense has been weakened. When you give up 82 to Texas, that kind of proves that. again, their path to victory is pace, pace, pace. The first time we only saw 143 points, but here 161.5 looks a little small. So that's the way we're going to play this one. Vanderbilt and Kentucky up and over. Let's move on over to the Big 12 now and take a look at Cincinnati at West Virginia. This one opened West Virginia -4, total of 128.5. Currently West Virginia 3.5, bumped up a bit to 129. Injury report here, pretty clean on both sides. These guys are working with the players that they've worked with for the past 7-8 games. Schedule-wise, Cincinnati's in off a tough loss at Iowa State on Saturday. West Virginia in off a tough loss as well. Home now for the rematch. The first time around, this game was 63-50 in favor of West Virginia. There's some things to look at here, though, and I'm going to start with Cincinnati. We're going to be a little proactive with this selection. All of a sudden, Cincinnati's becoming an offensive juggernaut. They're on a roll at this point in time, and we just don't consider Cincinnati to have high-scoring prowess. But their last 4 games, 93, 84, 85, and 70 points scored. That 70 was Saturday against defensive elite Iowa State. Iowa State's the third best defense in the Big 12. They're up there nationally in defensive efficiency as well. In that game, or let's start with this. Why is Cincinnati all of a sudden scoring so many points? It's got a lot to do with their point guard, Jizzle James, who has been the catalyst to all of this. 24, 25, and 25 in 3 of his last 4. The pair of 25s are career highs. Saturday, he got into foul trouble against Iowa State, and that prevented Cincinnati. Even head coach Wes Miller talked about it, disrupting their offense with him having to go to the bench. Played only 27 minutes, I think, in that game. Cincinnati still got to 70 points in Ames, Iowa, against that defense without the guy that's been, the boost to this whole offensive surge. So interesting there. The first time around, James only played 18 minutes in this game. He didn't even score. He went 0 for 8. He's a much different player as of late. So we'll see something different here, I'm sure. West Virginia head coach, Darren DeVries, we know him from Drake. He's brought the Drake system with him. Here's their formula to playing great defense. They put up great defensive numbers at Drake. They've got great defensive numbers here. And for Drake, they're the 327th slowest tempo in the country. DeVries slows games down. He plays pressure half-court defense. They make clean looks tough to find. That's their path to playing really, really good defense. Cincinnati, though, solid ball handling, better rebounding than West Virginia, superior offensive rebounding team, so second chance points could be in their favor here. They use different ways to play defense, but they play it almost as sound as West Virginia does. I'm looking at it this way. It's impossible for me to ignore what Cincinnati has posted point production-wise the last 4 games. The Saturday 70-point effort, like I mentioned, 70 points at Ames, Iowa is good in itself. To do it in limited minutes from your offensive leader, plus limited minutes from your number 3 scorer. Remember, Dylan Mitchell, their starting power forward, only played 25 minutes in this game due to foul trouble. So they were without 2 kind of go-to guys and still reached 70. Again, I think we're going to be a little proactive here. Cincinnati's 5-2 on the Big 12 road this year, scoring 63 or more points. West Virginia's 4-3 at home, allowing 63 points or better on this floor. Cincinnati team total here is 62.5. I think the number is what we're betting here, along with the Cincinnati current streak. We're going to go Cincinnati team total over 62.5 for your free play in this game. Once again, Cincinnati team total full game over 62.5. On the way out, I'd like to ask everybody to hit the like button if you like the selections and analysis provided here by WagerTalk handicappers each and every day. Go ahead and hit the like button. Hit subscribe. Join the 195,000 plus people who already have subscribed to WagerTalk TV. If you have a comment on this game or any other college game tonight, please drop by the comment section. Let us know your thoughts. I try to respond as quickly as possible. For now, this is Rob Veno saying good luck with all your plays. We'll see you next time on WagerTalk TV.